Hello everyone, my name is Shivani. I'm a Canadian licensed immigration consultant and I'm also the founder of Zeste Immigration Services Incorporation. We have proudly launched this initiative to offer free French language lessons to help on your Canadian immigration journey right here on this very YouTube channel. As you may know, French is becoming a key factor in Canadian immigration, and many programs now provide easier or faster pathways if you have strong French skills. Whether you're aiming for a Canadian work permit, direct permanent residency from within Canada or your home country to Canada, or looking to boost your CRS or PNP scores, French can open many doors. That's why we are committed to providing full French training from level A1 to C2, from beginner to advanced level, completely free of charge on this platform, on this very YouTube channel. We will be uploading videos regularly, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned and watch each lesson to get most benefit from this opportunity. This entire series is our way of supporting you on your immigration path, and your support means the world to us in return. Thank you, and let's learn French together for a brighter future in Canada. Keep watching this video to continue with your French lesson. All the very best for this lesson and many more to come.
For lesson 9, our objectives are to learn how to conjugate the verb aller, which means to go, in the present tense. Learn how to use prepositions after the verb aller. And explore other useful prepositions in simple sentences. Now, first we're going to start with conjugating aller. So again, we have all the same pronouns as the other verbs, but this is how we're going to conjugate it. Aller isn't like the other verbs in the sense that it's not all the pronouns that you have. The beginning of the verb stays the same and the ending changes. It just goes a different way of its own. It goes on its own little journey. So if you're trying to say I am going or I go, you say je vais. You go or you are going is tu vas. He or she goes or is going is il, elle va, like il va, elle va. We are going or we go is nous allons. So because there's an S at the end of nous and it's allons starts with a vowel, we normally say nous allons. Vous is the same sort of thing. So we have you are going or you go is vous allez. We say vous allez. Il with an S, so plural, is they go or they are going. It's ils vont, elles vont. So essentially the verb aller is je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. For example, je vais au marché samedi matin. I am going to the market Saturday morning. Ils vont à l'école en autobus. They go to school by bus. Okay, so now let's look at some prepositions. So we're going to add prepositions to the verb aller. So when you use a for a place, okay, so it's going to be, you're going to use à la for a feminine place. Example, the beach. In French, the beach is la plage. So when you want to say I go to the beach, you're going to say je vais à la plage. A masculine place, for example, a stadium, you're going to use au. So aller combines together and becomes au. So it's now he goes to the stadium becomes il va au stade. When you have a with a vowel or a place that starts with a vowel, you're going to use elle apostrophe. So it's going to be elle. For example, we go to university. Nous allons à l'université. When you're talking about going to someone's home or a professional area, for example, the doctor. So if I want to say you go to the doctor in French, I would use the word chez. So tu vas chez le médecin. Tu vas chez tante Aline. So you go to Aunt Aline's house. Okay? That's how we say going to someone's house or going in a professional building, like visiting someone professional. Other examples could be Roger is going to the station to take the train. Roger va à la station pour prendre le train. Another word is Roger va à la gare pour prendre le train. Tiffany is going to her uncle's house in Ottawa. Tiffany va chez son oncle à Ottawa. So now we're going to go look at, so we looked at areas like a place, and we saw that depending if the area you're going to is feminine or masculine, it's going to change how you say it. Same thing goes with countries. We saw it earlier, different countries, you have different ways of, if they're feminine or masculine, you have different ways of explaining that you're going there. So for example, if I want to say I go to Morocco in French, Morocco is a masculine country. So you're going to use au. Je vais au Maroc. If it's a female country, you're going to say en. So for example, she goes to Switzerland. Elle va en Suisse. We use en when it's a masculine country, but it starts with a vowel. For example, we go to Afghanistan. Nous allons en Afghanistan. Because it starts with the vowel, and then we have the N from the end of en that does what we called la liaison. And when we're talking about plural countries, we have O with an X, because the X is what tells us, hey, I'm plural. So when they say they go to the Philippines, you say ils vont aux Philippines, and O has an X. So the same thing when we're talking about cities, okay? So use a when you're talking about a town or a city. Je vais à Vancouver en Colombie-Britannique. I am going to Vancouver, British Columbia. So when you're talking about a city, we use a. Il va à Montréal cet été. Il va à Montréal cet été. He is going to Montreal this summer. So a town is a. Now we have other useful propositions that we are talking about different, they're used with aller, or they're used in general in French that helps describe where you're at or where the object is. For example, if you're trying to say, I am in the kitchen, you're going to say, je suis dans la cuisine. So dans is in. If you're trying to say, the book is on the couch, le livre est sur le canapé. Sur is on. The dog is under the bed. Le chien est sous le lit. Sous is under. Now, sous is also cents. You can also say sous for money in French. So make sure that when you're looking at sous in the sentence, that you're not talking about money, because then it could be either way. In here, sous means under. Now, if you want to say, we are in front of the house, you could say, nous sommes devant la maison. So devant is in front. She is behind the school. Elle est derrière l'école. So derrière means behind. En arrière can also mean behind, but we see derrière more often. The bag is next to the couch. If you're trying to say next in French, you're going to use à côté de. It's 3 words. À côté de. So the bag is next to the couch becomes le sac est à côté du canapé. So here it's very important that we're reminded that when we use de le, we can't use de le. It squishes together and becomes de. When we want to use de and le, they squish together and become du. Okay, so very important to remember that. Now I would like to fill in the blanks. So we're going to do some practices. I'm going to fill in the blanks. So I'm going to give you a sentence, and you have to conjugate the verb properly, the verb aller. So let's start with number 1. Je allais au parc avec mon cousin. Je allais au parc avec mon cousin. You're right. The answer is vais. Je vais au parc avec mon cousin. I go to the park with my cousin. Next example. Vous allez, so vous, the verb aller, chez la coiffeuse demain. Vous chez la coiffeuse demain. You're right, it's aller. Vous allez with a Z at the end. Chez la coiffeuse demain. Next we have elle allait à l'école chaque matin. So how would we conjugate that? Elle with an S, aller à l'école chaque matin. You're right. Elles vont, because it's elle with an S. Elles vont à l'école à chaque matin. Number 4. Nous allons en Italie cet automne. Nous allons en Italie cet automne. So we would say, nous allons en Italie cet automne. Nous allons en Italie cet automne. Now I'm going to say something in French, and I would like for you to translate it in English. Je vais chez ma cousine à Hamilton. Je vais chez ma cousine à Hamilton. How would we say that in English? I'm going to my cousin's place in Hamilton. So I'm going to my cousin's place in Hamilton is je vais chez ma cousine à Hamilton. Ils vont au musée tous les dimanches. Ils vont au musée tous les dimanches. They go to the museum every Sunday. They go to the museum every Sunday. Ils vont au musée à tous les dimanches. Next, nous allons à la bibliothèque après le déjeuner. Nous allons à la bibliothèque après le déjeuner. We are going to the library after lunch. We are going to the library after lunch is nous allons à la bibliothèque après le déjeuner. Elle va en Espagne en juillet. She is going to Spain in July. Elle va en Espagne en juillet. We would say she is going to Spain in July. Now I would like for you to translate the sentence I'm going to say in English. I would like for you to translate it in French. So I am going to the park. I am going to the park. It's je vais au parc. Je vais au parc. He is going to Switzerland. He is going to Switzerland. Il va en Suisse. Il va en Suisse. We are going to the supermarket. We are going to the supermarket. Nous allons au supermarché. So we are going to the supermarket. Nous allons au supermarché. They are going to Kevin's house. They are going to Kevin's house. How would you say that in French? Excellent. Ils vont chez Kevin. Donc, ils vont chez Kevin.